built yourself a tree house.
Daddy's taking too long.
Don't you say? You're cuddling baby bunnies.
No, I'm not. I was sizing it up for meat.
Yeah, of course you were. You
Take that back. That's going to be good meat nugget. That is.
Daddy's got tears in your eyes.
Actually, there appears to be ears poking out your top there.
Little baby bunny.
The baby bunny.
Each hole had a paving slab in it. I jest. We'll have 14 holes by Christmas, I reckon.
So Marcus has been treasure hunting again and managed to get hold of some wood that we could use for our polytunnel.
What's all this lot, Marcus?
I had an accident.
You had an accident?
Yeah. Accidentally took someone's deck and put it in my trailer. So a very good friend of ours said they wanted to remove their deck and make it a bit more accessible for snow ploughing and stuff like that. So I agreed to take the deck down for them. So a lot of timber. I mean, like, yeah, all right. There's a lot that's really split and not fire pit stuff, but the other stuff is like there's some. I mean that. Reuse, recycle, repurpose. There's that's going to be that chest rail for the polytunnel plastic to come down onto.
Yeah.
Okay. And then sandwich it on top with another bit.
Are we going to have a bit where you can lift it up in the summer?
Yeah, the bottom. So the
bottom
bit,
part.
the bit from down there to there.
Yeah.
So that the top bit works as plastic, and then we'll have to come out and drop it back down again if it's like windy and stuff like that.
Yep.
But we're going to do it in like we've got a 40-foot polytunnel. 42-foot polytunnel.
Yeah.
So we'll do like 8-foot drops. So we could do.
So you
like,
can lift some up.
You could do 8 foot, leave 8 foot, drop 8 foot. Do you know what I mean, like that?
Yep.
Okay.
Awesome.
Guess what you're doing now?
Denailing.
Unloaded.
Unloading and denailing.
Hang on a minute. I need to get my minions. Girls, need a hand denailing. Stop playing with chickens and rabbits.
You have to offer slushies and
Slushies and Tim Hortons donuts.
yeah.
I'll get you a slushie and a Tim Hortons donut. They're coming.
So this is day one of Project Polytunnel, and it's flipping raining. So do what we can, see what we can do, and probably do a load of other jobs.
I could tell dad jokes all day to cheer everyone up.
Oh dear.
Yeah?
It's going to be a long day.
Like, do you know what can't get any wetter?
Drips.
So one of the first jobs is although we've planned out on paper how long we want the polytunnel, how wide we want it, and the spacings of the posts and the hoops, we are denailing first just to make sure that we've got enough timber, or if we're far off, whether we need to buy any more, or whether we're going to just readjust the plan here.
And I've got my man Dean with me tomorrow. He's going to be doing the grunt work, digging my holes.
Does he know that?
No. Basically, we got to build. Basically, a fence. So a top rail, which I'm going to recycle the deck boards for that I got yesterday, and the bottom rail is going to be the joists of the decks that I took down, and then I'll have to go and buy.
No, you're not going to spend money.
I know, right? I have to go and buy some treated posts to go in the ground. So basically, we're going to do a post every sort of 6 or 8 foot along, round, and yet tomorrow we're going to concentrate on building 2 parallel, same height fences with a top rail and a bottom rail. And because we can only get the cheaper plastic, the 9mm UV resistant poly in a 20-foot wide roll, it does come in wider, but the price goes up hugely. We're going to do 20-foot, 2 10-foot arcs, so 10 foot and 10 foot, which gives us a 20-foot poly
with a dwarf wall.
clipped onto the wall, the rail that comes to here, this chest wall. Okay, and we'll fix it on there, and then we'll cut 20-foot strips because it's, what do you call it? You know, along the side, just to drop like that. So today we're going to concentrate on doing the timber work preparation.
Prep for tomorrow, which
Prep
should
for-
be sunny.
Prep for tomorrow.
Should be sunny tomorrow.
So my friend Jodie and I disappeared off for a well-earned spa day and left the boys to dig some holes. Just a small job for them.
We haven't got it wrong, have we, Dave?
We may have.
Does that mean we got to dig more posts?
Hopefully not.
To his elbow. Another paving slab.
We're nearly there. We're nearly there.
2 foot a fortnight.
Oh, less than 2 feet.
We're at 14 holes by Christmas, I reckon.
Two parallel walls, 42 foot long, and this one inch wide, 4 inch wide. This goes on the top here, the chest rail or hip rail, and then the 20-foot polytunnel plastic will stop here, and then we'll basically make frames or extra panels to go in here. Okay, and then those ones go on the floor.
Just like we did with the chicken coop.
Yeah,
Piece them together.
exactly.
So how's your day gone, darling?
Well, each hole had a paving slab in it. I jest, but yeah, it was pretty slow going with the posts. Some of the rockiest ground I've ever done, but we got
A lot of rocks.
all seven in. This rail now goes on like that, all the way through there. Those ones go on the bottom,
Yeah,
all the way through there.
yeah.
So it's just a case of put those on and
Yeah.
square up the ends, and
Away we go.
yeah, we should be.
And what's going on in the woods over there? I can hear some noise.
I'm trying not to look.
He's actually building a tree house. How's it going, Ets?
Good, good, good.
You built yourself a tree house.
Daddy's taken too long.
Daddy's taken too long, so you're building your own.
Yep.
Nice ladder.
I'm just building more so I don't fall out when I'm reading my book up here. And hiding from predators. Like him.
So it's Sunday morning and the weather's looking a little bit dicey.
Chickens are like that's what they do.
So we're going to work as long as we can out here, digging away at the holes and see how far we get. Bridget's denailing, so she's nailing the rails that will go on to stabilise.
That's what this is for.
Yeah, that's going to stabilise
But Daddy just gave me a big pile of wood to do now to keep quiet.
the hoop house. He probably did give you a big pile of wood to keep quiet.
Yeah.
Is it working?
Wouldn't put it past.
So the holes are looking fairly wet from the rain we had overnight. I think it's going to be a wet Easter weekend. You cooking breakfast?
Scooping out the bottoms of the holes because it's full of water.
I did.
How you doing, Etty?
Trying to get some waterproofing up. The weather isn't any better than it was.
I think we've got big winds coming and big rain coming.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we're starting to get a level and see how much further we need to knock the posts in. We're on a slight slope here, so whether we take some more off the top of the posts.
So there's a lot of rock in the post holes. Not a bad thing, it means it drain away, but it does really drop away that end, and I want to try and keep the polytunnel flat and level. So I'll put that post down another bit. I can't get that one down because it's just basically a paving slab below it, and I haven't got a big heavy bar to break through it. So the ground level drops away quite a lot towards that end. We probably need to keep it level and flat inside. Just means that the posts are going to be out the ground further this end than they are that end, which isn't a huge issue. There's a couple that I just can't get into because of the rock below them. And then we live in Nova Scotia, which is a big rock.
So Marcus is just checking that it's all plumb so that his beans grow in a straight line.
Plums? Don't know if we're growing plums, are we? See, that one wants pushing out a little bit.
This one?
These three, they're all leaning in at the top. They want pushing out like that, but we can't get that one yet. Let's get this one rammed up. If I can tamp this hard enough, now it's screwed at the top, it can't go either way that way. We'll keep it plumb this way. I'll keep ramming, you just shovel it in little bit by little bit, because you should be able to put all of the rock, all of the stone, everything back in the same hole along with the post. That way you know it's not going to go anywhere.
Yep.
Shouldn't have anything left over.
Yeah.
Okay? So snow season into mud season into mosquito season.
Yeah. Nearly done, Bridge.
Nearly.
Got like a whole stack of timber there. So we're taking the opportunity to have a little clear up in the shed.
Bit of a spring clear up, try and find some tools.
So now that we have no animals in here, we're able to mark out this back portion, which we're not going to do yet because we're busy on the polytunnel, but we needed access in here, so we've sort of cleared some space, and we're looking forward to racking this out at some point, aren't we? Once the polytunnel's done, we'll rack this out in here so we can get all the tools out rather than them just being in a big pile. It feels so good to actually finally be getting stuff cleared up. Things have defrosted now. We drew a load of rain and wind tomorrow, so yeah, we're just taking the opportunity while it's dry to take a break from the polytunnel and yeah, just get the clear up done. And now we know what to expect, and we're actually living here. We'll be able to get ourselves prepared for next winter, which is great. Good old pile of rabbits here. How's the clearing up going, Marcus?
Yeah, it's good.
We're getting the stuff ready for the polytunnel that needs denailing
It's a lot.
to take down. Cleared up through there, which is nice.
Most people have like a lorry from the timber yard turn up and they just crane off all this nice new clean timber.
Not us.
But we look after the environment and we reuse, repurpose, recycle.
Yes.
What are you making?
A hay holder for the rabbits. Yeah,
What?
using old wire that we chopped off before instead of new roll.
So they don't waste so much hay.
Yeah.
Just put a clip on there, on there. That's it. Super. You got the knack of that, haven't you?
So we've got spring clear up, first bonfire of the year happening, and we're getting any of the wood that we don't want for the fire. I think we'll do a cold spell next week, so just pallet wood that we can't burn, or sorry, that we can't use, we will burn. Finishing the door off, but we need to unscrew it because we left one of the chairs in there from when it was raining.
Is that a bit like we got pregnant and we crashed the car?
No, that's like you screwed the door on without taking the chair out the chicken run first.
So the chair is stuck in the chicken run.
Yeah.
And now, if I want to sit down in the Adirondack chair, I have to take the door off.
Yeah. We're also planning on moving this because obviously it's not been doing anything all winter, so it needs a good turn. So we're planning on just moving this over into these compost bins. They're shrinking down massively, so Marcus has been mounding them up, and look how much they've shrunk down. So we're going to move this one here into there, and then that one into there, but also fill them up with this compost here. So the idea is clear out here, and I think we're going to put like a temporary woodshed up here, slash might become like a little mini barn for later on, but maybe use the wood to do some like wavy edge siding. I think that's what you call it. Oh, Bridget lost the cockerel.
The cockerel's sitting on eggs.
It's a very strange cockerel.
Why is the cockerel sitting on eggs?
I don't know. But Bex is due in a couple of days, so I checked on her this morning and she ate and drank, but she's really sitting tight now, so I think she's either due tomorrow or Wednesday.
This is the cockerel, isn't it? It is, this is the cockerel.
Yeah, that's Peter. Peter, what are you sitting on eggs, darling? So this is the compost that we've moved, and Marcus is putting in with the other stuff, and yeah, it really hasn't composted at all. It didn't get turned because we had the front on, and then it froze. But definitely this autumn we're going to continue putting the scraps out of the kitchen straight into the chicken run for them to turn it over and everything. But this will get turned a good few times as it goes across the garden. So it will get composted, but yeah, it's not been doing anything. It smells pretty bad. Is the chicken coop door getting hinges?
Yep.
Ooh, no, it's not finished.
No.
No. Oh, finished?
Yeah, half finished.
Well, we wouldn't want to finish everything all at once, would we?
Get carried away, wouldn't it?
Yeah. That is a giant s'more. Oh. Wow.
Smoring to the breach, dear friends.
Can you even fit that in your mouth, Betty? Oh no! How you doing, Bridge?
Making a marshmallow.
So we haven't managed to get anything done on the polytunnel today, but we have had a super clear up. So where the old compost was, that's now been moved. Some of the trees that were blocking access to get around the back to Marcus's timber yard, shall we call it, have come down, and he's just sorting things out there. Just raking up so that the grass can actually see the sky, so it's quite messy. So a bit of raking, and also just putting the rocks around the chicken coop at the minute. Not sure quite what we need hardcore for, but we figured we'll put it around the chicken coop for now so it stops predators and things digging in. So yeah, it's going well. Good day. Just found some daisies. Signs of spring.
So these are old railway ties, or big, like 7x7 railway sleepers, or big bearers. Don't particularly need the bearers, but we're going to build a barn one day, and these big 12-inch spikes would be very, very useful. So we're just reusing and repurposing them.
They'd be big nails. All ready for the barn. I'm going to have my front lawn back. That's going to be good.
Iron Man!
Oh dear.
Chicken man.
Chicken man. So it's looking much tidier now that's gone and out of the way. Gave it a little bit of a rake, just a mini rake. So Operation Clear Up this morning. We're going to be taking down this, if I can point at the right place, take down this fireplace. So we're going to move that right down the garden. So we're just going to sift through it, take the rocks apart, get any metal that's remaining, any nails and things like that, get that out, sieve out the ash, which will be really good for the compost, and yeah, just make it a bit tidier here. We're digging it up, sieving it through the blue box, which is getting like the main big stuff out. And she's then using a magnet to get any nails to get through. And then the discards are going in here for the salt through.
Could you get another?
Who says we haven't got any soil, Marcus?
Well, theoretically speaking, this is actually biochar.
There you go. Perfect.
Yeah, but I'm not theoretical. What's that?
It's basically carbon. So,
A marshmallow's carbon.
no, marshmallows aren't carbon. But
Marshmallows are sugar.
all human life on the planet is carbon based. So basically everything that you eat, that you consume, is basically carbon. So the trees, wood, grass, plants,
Chickens.
vegetables, chickens, are all carbon based. So
Is fair carbon based?
yeah,
Goats carbon based?
yeah, like every red blooded animal is carbon based.
Are fishes carbon based?
Yes, because they're red blooded.
And what's chicken poo?
hot to put on plants.
Nitrogen. So this is perfect to mix.
You could leave carbon.
So well done making us some soil, Wetty.
Thanks.
So we need to move this soil from the compost. So we've put some cardboard down without any printing on and without any sellotape on as a weed suppressant. We've not gone right up to the edge yet because obviously we still need to build the polytunnel, so we don't want to end up with compacted soil in the wrong place. So just kind of dumping it here for now. Right, Daddy? I think the storm is here now.
Call it quits for today, I reckon.
Call it quits, I think. That's Easter weekend done, but got the fireplace done. A whole bag of metal out of it. Grass is starting to green up. Hopefully the grass will green up over there now. But yeah, doing well.